So make sure to have this written down. You can always pause. What I have, you should have on yours. What I do, you do. Look at number 6. We have read the dictionary entry below. For this one, you don't have to get your dictionary. They already have it right in front of you. A word has multiple meanings. Sour. This right here shows you how to pronounce it. Sour. 1. Causing or characterized by one of the 4 basic taste sensations, produced chiefly by acids. 2. Having an acid taste or smell. 3. Not up to the usual expected or standard quality or pitch. 4. Containing sulfur compounds, especially of petroleum products. Which definition matches the meaning of sour in paragraph 4? For this one, remember, whenever they give you a dictionary entry, write the word plug in meanings. You have to plug in all of these 4 meanings, so please write this down to see which one makes sense with that sentence. So what I'm going to have you do is just rewrite the sentence from the passage so you have it right in front of you. So in paragraph 4, we have the word right here. The lightless elevator swayed back and forth as it ascended, turning the boy's stomach sour with nausea. A smell like burnt oil invaded his senses, making him feel worse. You're just going to write, so what I do, you do. Turning the boy's stomach sour with nausea, and that's not a J, it's a little colon, a smell like burnt oil. And I'm going to put these 3 dots at the end, at the beginning, because I didn't write the full sentence. I just took a part of that sentence. Now, we're going to highlight our clue words in this sentence. This is a sentence where sour is used. Highlight turning, stomach, nausea, smell, burnt oil. All of these words are related to what it smells like. So sour is the word that we're trying to replace with one of these 4. We have to find the meaning of sour, of the way that it's used in this sentence in paragraph 4. So let's begin. Plug it in. Turning the boy's stomach, causing or characterized by one of the 4 basic taste sensations produced chiefly by acids. No, that doesn't fit the context of the sentence because our clue words are turning, stomach, nausea, smell, burnt oil. So it's not A, definition 1. 2, having an acid taste or smell. Let's see, turning the boy's stomach, meaning having an acid taste or smell. Our clue words are turning, stomach, nausea, smell, burnt oil. It's related to that, so maybe. Definition 3, not up to the usual expected or standard quality or pitch, talking about sound. Turning the boy's stomach, standard quality or pitch, not up to the usual expected, with nausea, a smell like burnt oil. This is talking about sound, and this is smell, so it's not going to be definition 3. Cross it out. 4, containing sulfur compounds, especially of petroleum products. Turning the boy's stomach, especially of petroleum products, with nausea, a smell like burnt oil. I could see where this one would confuse you because petroleum could get you thinking, oh, they're related to oil. But we're looking for the best definition of the word sour. Your context clues are turning, stomach, nausea, smell like burnt oil. So is it having an acid taste or smell, or containing of sulfur compounds? It's going to have to be definition 2. B. And you proved it by plugging it in. So Q6. Have this written down. Then go back to the passage. Go back to paragraph 4. And this is also your proof for question 6. Now let's look at question 7. Read the final lines of the excerpt. Remember, the word excerpt means part of chapter from the book. As he scrambled to his feet, he felt the room sway less and less until it finally stilled. Everything fell silent. What is most likely the purpose of this sentence? You have to make a prediction. So write make prediction. Whenever you get a question with a box with sentences pulled from the passage, and they're asking you what is the purpose, they're asking you to make a prediction based on the evidence right here in the box. So what is our best one that we could make to set the final tone? The word tone, cross it out, means feeling. B, to resolve Thomas's problem in the excerpt. They're throwing all these big words at you. It just means part of chapter. You are too smart to fall for that. C, to create suspense about what will happen next. Or D, to foreshadow. Remember, foreshadow means give a hint. So to give a hint to an event that will change Thomas's perspective. The word perspective just means view. So please have all this written down for number 7. So now, as he scrambled to his feet, he felt the room sway less and less until it finally stilled. Everything fell silent. Can we make a prediction that the purpose of these 2 sentences is to set the final feeling? No, cross it out. B, to resolve Thomas's problem in part of the chapter. It's not giving us a solution. Resolve means solution. So there's no solution in those 2 sentences, so cross out B. C, to create suspense about what will happen next, or to give a hint to an event that will change Thomas's view. The point of these 2 sentences, our best prediction is going to be C, to create suspense about what will happen next. This is creating a suspense. It's giving you emotions of suspense. So it's going to have to be C. So have that written down. And this is our proof for question 7. We didn't have to go to the text in the passage. We just looked at the 2 sentences in the box. Now, let's look at 8, the summary questions. I know some of these questions you get tired at this point and you just select a random one because there's a lot of words. So what you have to do is, for summary, you need to always remember beginning, middle, and end, BME. So what is the best summary of the excerpt? And you know the word excerpt means part of chapter. So what I like to do is, the strategy for this is out to the side, you're going to do BME on all the answer choices. And whichever has the beginning, middle, and end checked off is your best summary because you need parts of the beginning, middle, and end. So is it. In complete darkness, Thomas feels a lurching shudder shake the floor beneath him. His back struck a hard metal wall. He slid along it until he hit the corner of the room. Terror and fear take control of him as he sinks to the floor, pulls his legs up tight against his body, and hopes his eyes would soon adjust to the darkness. Now, this is all from the beginning. It's talking about complete cold darkness. It's talking about the second paragraph. And that's all there is. Hoping his eyes would soon adjust to the darkness. Answer choice A literally just has paragraphs 1 and 2. Is that a good summary? Good readers know that a good summary needs to have a beginning, middle, and end. So this one just has the beginning. It does not have a middle or end. It just has a beginning. So it's not a good summary because a good summary needs all 3. So it's not going to be A. B, Thomas did not understand what was happening. His mind functioned without flaw, trying to calculate his surroundings and knowledge can back to him facts and images, memories and details of the world and how it works. And yet he did not know where he came from or how he had gotten inside the dark lift or who his parents were. He didn't even know his last name. Thomas's fears then became a curiosity to figure out what was really happening. That is, good readers know, let's go back and look. That is just giving us information from the middle. So we're going to cross it out. It's either C or D. C. Thomas was in a room that continued its ascent. Minutes stretched into hours, although it was impossible to know. Strangely enough, he felt his fear replaced by an intense curiosity. He wanted to know where he was and what was happening. With a sudden jolt, he scrambled to his feet. He felt the room sway less and less until it finally stilled. Everything fell silent. Now, I believe Thomas was in a room that continued its ascent. That is in the beginning. And it's giving us details from the end. So it's showing us details from the beginning and then the end, because it literally took paragraph 10. So it's not giving us any details about the middle. It only has beginning and end, literally word for word, the last paragraph. Minutes stretch into hours. Then the other sentences are literally from the end, so it's not going to be C. Let's look at D. In confusing darkness, Thomas realizes he is trapped in an old metal elevator that is ascending. That's from the beginning. So we're going to highlight and write beginning. He can remember general bits of information but can only remember his first name. No faces or family. That's from the middle. As he continued to ascend and time passes, his fear began to change to an intense curiosity as the elevator finally goes still and silent. That's the end. So this one has beginning, middle, and end. This is our best summary. Remember, you have to take parts from the beginning, middle, and end for it to be a good summary, and it's going to be D. Please take your time on the summary questions. Don't just guess because you see a lot of words. Make sure to have what I have on your paper. The last two questions. Thank you for following along with me. I know this was a lengthy lesson, but this is a very important lesson. 9. In paragraph 8, the discussion just means the details of how much time has passed. So we have the word time, so I'm going to draw a little clock. Ooh, that clock is not great, but I did my best. Was added. Added just means included. So please write that down. And I misspelled it. We're going to rewrite it. Included. To show that Thomas has a specific knowledge of what is happening. B, is able to think rationally. C, envies. Ooh, that's a big word. We're going to just simplify it and write is jealous. Of the passing of time. Or D, wants to figure out what is happening. So in paragraph 8, what is the point of those details? It's showing that time is passing to include and to show what? Let's look at paragraph 8. Have this written down. You can always pause it. Paragraph 8. The room continued its ascent, swaying. Thomas grew immune to the ceaseless rattling of the chains that pulled him upward. A long time passed, minutes stretched into hours, although it was impossible to know for sure because every second seemed an eternity. No, he was smarter than that. Trusting his instincts, he knew he had been moving for roughly an hour. So we're going to box in because it's asking us for all the details in paragraph 8. That is our proof for question 9. So now what prediction can we make of why they included these details? So have your proof. It's question 9. All of those sentences. Has a specific knowledge of what is happening? No. Is able to think rationally? Maybe. Is jealous of the passing of time? Maybe. Wants to figure out what is happening? We're going to cross that out. So in paragraph 8, the details of time, of how much time has passed, were included to show that Thomas is B, still able to think rationally. So please circle B. Because our proof was that the room is swaying, he is growing immune. The word immune means it's not affecting him, not affecting. So please go back and write this down. The rattling of the chains, it's not affecting him anymore. Even though time has passed, he's been there for hours. It was impossible to know for sure how long he had been there. But he's smarter than that. He's trusting his instincts. he knew he'd only been moving for half an hour. He's not letting him get confused. He's not losing sense of time or reality. So because that's not affecting him, we know that he is still able to think rationally. Rationally means make sense. He's still able to make sense. So please write next to rationally make sense. We were able to prove that he's still able to make sense. Which theme is best expressed in the excerpt? We know excerpt means part of the book, part of the chapter. Expressed, that means proved, show. Theme, we know theme is the lesson, moral, or message in a story. So please write that down. It's the heart of the story. Is it talking about war, love, mystery, or revenge? Sadly, remember, theme is predicted. You make a prediction. It's not stated. Remember, it's not said. It is predicted. You have to read the entire thing. And we know that it's not about love. It's not about revenge. Remember, you could have read the whole book, The Maze Runner, but this is just asking us what is the theme of just paragraphs 1 through 10, the part of chapter 1. Is it war or mystery? Based on just those 10 paragraphs, our best theme is going to be mystery. It's a mysterious message. So make sure that you have this written down. What I have, you should have. What I do, you do. Thank you for following along. Please turn this into the turn-in bin. I know this was a little lengthy lesson, but I appreciate you. Look at all the hard work you did. You should feel very proud of yourself. This is going to help you out to break down the questions. And the purpose of this lesson was to prove your answers and break down the questions to make you a better reader. Thank you for watching. Please turn this in to the turn-in bin. So we're going to write turn-in bin because I'm going to have someone ask me where this goes at the end of the video. Thank you for watching.